Every year in Willow Creek, a small Midwest town of faded barns and quiet streets, the same thing happens on October 12th. A child vanishes. No screams, no clues, just gone. Last year, it was little Tommy Harper, 7 years old, snatched from his backyard swing. I'm Sheriff Eleanor Brooks, and I've seen this pattern for a decade. It's no coincidence. It's her. Folks whisper about Margaret Dunn, a name tied to a story nobody wants to tell aloud. 30 years ago, her son Jacob disappeared on his 8th birthday. She went mad, searching the woods, the river, every corner of this town. Then, the next year, she started taking kids herself, always on October 12th. 3 years running, 3 children gone, until the police cornered her in a barn and shot her dead. But it didn't stop. I started digging after Tommy's case. The library had old newspapers, yellowed pages with headlines about Margaret's grief-fueled rampage. One article mentioned a detail nobody talks about. Each kid she took was 8, Jacob's age. I found her journal too, hidden in the station's evidence locker, scribbled pages about bringing him back. She thought she could trade them for her son. October 11th, I sat in my patrol car outside the Harper house. Tommy's parents were inside, praying with Father James. I'd warned every family with an 8-year-old, keep them close. But deep down, I knew it wouldn't matter. At midnight, a fog rolled in, thick and unnatural, swallowing the streetlights. My radio crackled. Static. Then a child's voice. "Mama's coming." I grabbed my flashlight and ran to the Miller place. Jenny Miller turned 8 that day. The front door was open, swinging in the wind. Inside, the air felt wrong, cold, heavy, like something was watching. Jenny's mom screamed from upstairs. I bolted up, gun drawn, and saw it. Her. Margaret, pale and hollow-eyed, holding Jenny's hand. The girl was limp, eyes blank. "Let her go," I shouted, but Margaret turned, her voice a rasp. "He's still waiting." I fired. Bullets tore through her, but she didn't flinch. The room spun, and she faded into the fog, Jenny with her. Downstairs, the clock struck 12:01, October 12th. The town's quiet now, but I can't sleep. I interviewed old-timers, dug through records. Margaret's buried out by the old oak. Some say her grave's empty. I went there yesterday, found a child's shoe, muddy and new, half buried in the dirt. Jenny's mom swears it's hers. I've got one lid left. An old psychic, Miss Clara, lives out by the river. She claims Margaret's tied to something bigger. Jacob's not just gone, he's trapped. She says breaking the curse means finding him. I'm heading there tonight, armed with salt and a prayer. But this morning, something shifted. My deputy, Thomas, called in sick. His daughter Lily turns 8 next October. He sounded scared, said he heard singing outside her window last night. A lullaby, soft and wrong. I checked the station's old tapes. Margaret's voice, recorded during her arrest, matches it exactly. The fog's back tonight, creeping through, Willow Creek like it owns it. I'm staring at Lily's photo on my desk. She's got Jacob's eyes. Maybe that's why Margaret keeps coming. Maybe she's not just taking kids, she's looking for him in every one of them. I hear it now, faint through the static of my radio, a woman's voice singing. It's closer than last night. I grab my keys, but my hands shake. The lullaby's not outside, it's in the room. I turn, and there's a shadow by the door, tall, pale, holding a child's hand. "Jacob," I whisper. The shadow tilts its head and the singing stops. Then it steps forward and I see Jenny's face in the dark, smiling but not alive. The radio flares again. He's still waiting. My gun's useless. The fog swallows the station. October 12th isn't done. In the humid sprawl of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a man stumbled out of a bar last week, grinning like he'd won the lottery, then collapsed. Eyes open, mind gone. I'm Detective James Carver, and I've got 3 cases like this in 6 months. Married men, all found after a night out, reduced to husks. The doctors call it a coma. I call it a curse. It started with Paul Grayson, a car salesman who bragged about a wild night before he went blank in his driveway. His wife, Linda, swore he'd been with someone, lipstick on his collar, Ali. Floral scent she didn't wear. Then came Mark Tate, same deal, vegetative after a bar crawl. Wives talked, rumors spread, a woman no one could name. I hit the streets asking bartenders, cabbies, anyone who'd listen. At the Rusty Gator, an old regular Earl leaned in, voice low. It's her, Lila Rose. 50 years back, Lila worked the red light district off River Road. Married men loved her, until their wives found out. They ganged up, dragged her to an alley, and beat her to death. Earl said she's back, hunting cheaters. I laughed it off. Ghosts don't solve cases. But then I found an old police file in the precinct basement. 1969, Lila Rose, unsolved. Murder. Photos showed her body bruised and broken, floral dress soaked in blood. Witnesses mentioned wives lurking nearby, but no arrests. The scent Linda described matched that dress. Last night I staked out the Gator. At 1 a.m., a man, Henry Cole, married, 42, staggered out, arm around a woman in a floral dress. She was pale, too pale, her smile sharp. I tailed them to a motel off I-10. Room 6, lights flickered, then died. I waited, heart pounding. An hour later, she stepped out alone. Henry didn't. I kicked the door in, found him on the bed, eyes wide, breathing but gone. That floral scent hung thick. I ran outside. She was waiting, 10 feet away, staring. You're next, she whispered, voice like wind through reeds. I froze. Married 10 years myself. Back at the station, I dug deeper. Found a journal from a priest, Father Thomas, dated 1970. He'd tried to exorcise Lila's spirit after 2 men collapsed. He wrote, "She's bound by rage, won't rest till every betrayer pays." He'd failed. Died that year. Vegetative. I called my wife, Sarah, told her to lock the doors. She laughed, said I was paranoid. But at 3 a.m., my phone buzzed. Her voice, shaky. Someone's outside. I sped home, found the front door ajar, that damn scent in the air. Sarah was fine, thank God, just spooked by a shadow. But I wasn't. I interviewed Linda Grayson again. She admitted Paul wasn't the first. Years back, he'd seen Lila too. Came home pale but alive. She waits, Linda said. Marks them first. I checked my neck in the mirror. 3. Faint scratches, fresh. I hadn't felt a thing. Panic hit. I grabbed Father Thomas's journal, found a ritual, salt, holy water, her name spoken aloud. I tried it at dawn, lit a circle, chanted Lila Rose, be gone. The air turned cold, lights buzzed. She appeared, pale, floral dress, dripping red, eyes black. You think you're clean? She hissed. I stammered. Years ago, a fling. One night. She smiled, stepped closer. The salt cracked, water boiled away. I ran to the church. Father Daniel was there, bleary-eyed. I begged for help. He prayed, sprinkled oil, but the scratches burned. She's claimed you, he said. Confess or fall? I did, every detail sobbing. The air stilled, but she didn't leave. That night I sat in my car watching the Gator. She walked out, another man on her arm, Tom Reese, married. I followed, yelling for him to run. He laughed, then dropped, eyes empty. She turned to me, smiling. I drove to River Road, found her. Old alley, a shrine, flowers, candles, sat where she'd died. I lit one, whispered, I'm sorry. The scratches faded. I thought it worked. But this morning, Sarah screamed. Tom Reese was on our porch, vegetative, floral scent on him. My phone rang. No caller ID, just her voice. You can't save them all. I checked the mirror. Scratches. Back deeper. I'm at the station now, writing this. The lights flicker. That scent creeps in. I hear footsteps. Soft. Deliberate. My wedding ring feels heavy. I called Sarah. She's safe for now. But Lila's out there, and I'm marked. I've got one plan left. Find the wives' descendants, make them confess. I tracked one. Mary Klein, 70, lives downtown. She hung up when I mentioned Lila. I'm heading there tonight. The air's thick now, floral and sour. My hands shake typing this. I hear her humming. Low, close. The door's locked, but it won't. At her. I glance outside. Fog rolls in and she's there, pale in the streetlight, smiling. My radio crackles. Her voice. Confession's not enough. I grab my gun, but it's cold, useless. The scratches burn, my vision blurs. She's at the window now, tapping glass. I think of Sarah, our vows. I should have told her everything. The tapping stops, silence worse than sound. I turn and she's inside, floral dress brushing the floor. You're mine, she says. My legs give, but I fight it. Crawl to the desk, hit send on this report. Someone's got to know. The room spins. Her humming fills it. Soft, endless. I see her hand reach out, cold fingers on my neck. My eyes lock open, but my mind's slipping. Sarah's voice fades in my head. Lila's closer, smiling that sharp smile. The last thing I feel is her breath, floral, rotten. My hands stop moving. I'm still here, but I'm gone. She leans in, whispers. They all break. Someone will find me like this, eyes wide, body slack. Tell Sarah I'm sorry. Tell the precinct to burn that alley down. Lila's not done. Every ring on a finger is a target. The fog's thicker now, swallowing Baton Rouge. I hear her laugh, faint, everywhere. My wedding photo's on the desk, Sarah's smile fading as Lila's shadow falls over it. She's gone, but not far. Another man's out there tonight, laughing, with her. Another ring to claim. I can't warn him, I can't move. Her humming starts again, louder. The station's quiet, just me, her, and the dark. I'm next. She won't stop. Neither will this. If you made it through, hit that like button to ward off the curse creeping closer. Subscribe and ring the bell. Don't let these spirits catch you unaware. Comment below. Which haunt scared you most? And does your town hide a story we could narrate on the channel? Beware, they're still out there waiting.